Howdy, y'all. My name is Price, and welcome back to some more Slime Rancher. How you doing? It is the same day that I recorded the last episode. Isn't that bonkers? But, you know, that's how it goes when you're trying to catch up. I did, however, I did play some more. Like I said before, I was thinking of playing and kind of gaining more resources. So I did do that a little bit today. So I'll show you where we're at. It takes so long. It takes so long to get these resources. You see I'm at 44 jellystones, 75 buzzwax, and 51 primordial oil. Those being the basic ones that we need. You can also see that I've got a really good amount of the basic plorts, and that's because as I've been doing this, I've been going around clearing the pens and putting them in to the refinery. So been getting a lot there. So yeah, today we will do some decorating, and I may spend some resources on a couple more Gordo snares. Is it one more? Where does that put us? 24 jellystone, okay. The slime stage we're gonna get. And the thing about the slime stage is, like in the previous game, the way the slime stage works is you put a special slime on there that you really, really like, and it'll stay there as like your #1 favorite slime. So I think we'll do that. In the last series that I did, I had one of those, and that's where I put Thomas, and then I got another one, and that's where I put Yancy, and then there was Doug, who just, you know, lived underground. Yeah. That'll give us a couple of things to do today. Let's go check out here where the situation has ended. Hopefully. Because now these guys, yeah, they're going to be pretty hungry because they haven't had that many chickens to eat. Although, there's not like an effective amount. Do we have... We do not. I was going to see if we had chickadoos. Because maybe we do let these breed a little bit more so these guys can feed. Like I said before, I would like to come in and put a whole bunch of these down. This is just going to be stone slime area. You know, we can almost, in a way, we think of it like a graveyard, right? Like it's dark. But since we know that these are actually probably slimes that have been calcified in some way or fossilized, it certainly puts other things into perspective, right? They're largos of some kind. If you look at the size, they're definitely largos, but they're only, I mean, they're basic shapes like pink slimes. Were there like largo pink slimes before? It's really, there's some really interesting implications about these potentially being fossils, which I know it's entirely possible. So let's just be real here. It is entirely possible that we are misinterpreting all of this, and that when he talked about fossils, it was talking about like the big shells, and I just misinterpreted it. But it really did seem like they were talking about the stone slimes. So that's what I'm going with. That's my theory. That might be a game theory. My goodness, why would I do that? It's game theory. Anyway, shout out to Matt Pat. Great dude. Let's see. Trying to think if we go for Gordos first or if we go try and get more resources. I think I just before this episode, I went into the, by the way, I hope you see my cursor. Let me know if you don't see my cursor, because I do think I turned it back on to be able to be recorded. Right before this, I did go through and get jellystone, but I don't think I grabbed primordial or buzzwax, so we could go do those things. Let's check on our slimes. Still needs, yeah, like you can see, this is how many days have gone by. I got all those plorts that you saw in the refinery, and still nothing. Oh, I just realized this is probably really quiet. I'll mess with it in post, y'all won't know. But I'm just realizing that I think I turned down the audio for this when I was playing on my own. But yeah, so I had a nice afternoon. Simple, pleasant. So I recorded and edited that video this morning, and then I drew the thumbnail, which, you know, I've told y'all I've been really enjoying drawing the thumbnails. You know, so that's what I kind of do. I record, I render. While I'm rendering, I'm drawing the thumbnail, and it's a nice, fun thing for me to do. I think, you know, I enjoy it. And then then I just started running around and gathering up resources and things like that. I mean, I probably did it, you know, loosely, like I was back and forth from my computer, but for like 3 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. You know, maybe it was only 2. I don't know. Point being, you know, the resources they're very light on how many you get. I did go to a couple more places than I usually do for primordial oil. I found a couple where I was like, oh yeah, I should be checking here. But for the most part, it's just going to the same places, coming back here, sleeping, rinse, repeat. There's actually a part of me that thinks the easiest way to do it, honestly, would be to get rid of all my slimes first. Because what that would do is allow me to do the running back and forth, starting and stopping the day and everything like that, without having to do any of the maintenance like this, without having to like grab all the plorts and all that kind of stuff. So if I do get to the point where I've got 999 of a type, right? If I get 999 of booms and hops, then I'm going to get rid of these slimes for a while. Or not hops, cotton. And, you know, then that'll make it a little bit easier for me each time I want to do it. So I might do that. I might do, you know, another swap out of the Largos that we've got. We've had them for a little while. And, you know, I'll take some pictures and we'll keep doing the Largo polls. I haven't been doing them every day, but we'll at least get out a couple a week and we'll have that list getting made. And I'll eventually get something like a working sheet that I can update y'all with so you can see what all the names are that we've come to. Boop, 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 boop. Just filling this thing up. Like, let's see, where are we at with all those? So, cottons we're almost done. Booms, we're getting there. The rest of these, it'll take a little bit. But yeah, like this set right here. Very close, right? Very close. So I'll probably get rid of them sometime soonish, because I don't really need them for money. I think what we'll do is once we get deeper into having all the resources and having our decorations kind of set up, then we will start just going for money to prepare for the next update. Although, let's be real, entirely possible that we lose everything before the next update, because of just, you know, updates often will break save files, and that's fine. We're prepared for that. We're ready for that, right? So that may be something that happens, and that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We may lose our Gordos, we may lose our decorations, and we may lose, you know, all the work that we've done. It's fine. We will just rebuild. It's Slime Rancher. Who's going to complain about having to do it all over again? Not this guy. Not this guy. I could just spend forever in here. Okay, y'all are good. The thing that I do like about having it like running around and just kind of doing these chores like things off camera is that I do spend more time just like filling the pens and running back and forth like this and just kind of like, you know, doing the work and getting it done. Okay. Let's throw one of those back in there. There was a point where I accidentally shot a bad plort into one of these and a tar got loose, but luckily I was right there, so I took him out real fast. But it was scary. It was scary. I heard the music and I was like, no, it can't be. But luckily the Terminator showed up just in time. You know what I'm saying? Cotton plorts, yep, there they go. I was literally saying cotton plorts are they're pretty close. We know booms are pretty close too. They were in the 800s, I think. All right, so after this, you know, just messing with these plorts, we're gonna go over into the area of the ranch that's kind of like a little bit like the Ember Valley, and we'll start doing some stuff there. I did have a couple of messages from the from like Thora and Bob and all of them. But they were all just, you know, extra decorations. I had my recorder up. My OBS was up and ready to use in case something happened. I basically wanted to be able to be like, oh, something's happening, and then like hit escape, turn on my recording, give y'all a little like description of what you're about to see, and then do it, right? So yeah, that was kind of where we're at. But just letting you know, we do have a couple of extra decorations that we didn't have from last time. I think right now we're gonna wait on using any of our stuff for decorations until we've got down what we already want down. And then as far as Gordos go, I got to think about what other Gordos we want down. I did another Gordo. That bat Gordo that we were trying to get, I actually got him down. So yeah, we've got another Gordo. I'll go introduce you to him in not too long. Here you go. Eat up my little honey boys. So y'all are all out of food. So I haven't come back to these areas as much. I tend to do that where I kind of neglect the exterior zones. I've told y'all about that. That's why I kind of want to use some of those teleporters just to get around the ranch. So I might do that. It's easier. You know, it's easier that way. Okay, get y'all a couple of those. Fill this up. And let's just do, let's quickly clear out their plorts. Forgot that I made it so that these guys like literally can't have a favorite food because they're both pinks and ringtails. Silly, silly me. Okie dokie. So, I've been trying to come up with story ideas for this. I've got some. I can't reveal them, right? I want them to be a surprise to you. But, been thinking on it, been really trying to work on it, like I said. I've had a lot of creative projects in the fire, I feel like, for the past couple of weeks. And I'm trying to take that ball and run with it. So wherever my mind takes me, I follow it. Still working on the 5 nights thing. I won't spend too much time talking about that now. Just watching more videos and, you know, reading more stuff and just kind of like really trying to push myself to the edge of my knowledge on it. I don't want to miss something big. I was talking to Christy and I was like, part of the reason that I watch all of these 5 Nights lore videos and I go over and over and over and like rewatch the same ones and like just spend so much time on it is that I want to make sure if I'm going to make something in that space with such a fandom that is like so passionate about it that I want to make sure I do it justice, that like I try to find every potential edge to it. So even if I don't meet someone's expectations for like what the story that I tell is, I at least, you know, have considered the angles that they're taking, right? That I can like say, oh yeah, no, I totally understand your position. I just have this view instead, right? Because I do think that that's valid. And I think that a lot of people get really passionate about their version of the stories and then like are unaccepting of deviations from that, even if they're just, you know, for fun, right? If they're just someone's opinion. So I just want to at least make sure that I am putting forward a very balanced and fair take on the story, or at least that I have acknowledged the controversial takes, as it were. You know, I don't want to like just miss a huge plot point that I didn't know about, which is why I asked some questions in here, and I want to shout out, I think, is it Lily Fazbear, I believe, in my comments, constantly answering my 5 Nights questions. I very much appreciate that. Awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for all the help on that. I really do appreciate it. And I'll probably have more questions going forward, so I appreciate you continuing to watch this series if you do. Okay, let's do that. Okay. I did not. I mentioned in the previous episode, which went out later than I expected, by the way. I'm sorry that it went out so late. I had it scheduled to go out at noon instead of 10, which was, you know, just a couple hours later than normal. not that weird for me. I just, I had to record in the morning, so, I want to make sure I do everything properly and give it the appropriate amount of time. But then it ended up going out at like 3, which I know for a lot of y'all is past your bedtime. So I'm sorry about that. So you're going to have 2 episodes a little bit closer together. It always sucks when that happens, like just from like a YouTube point of view, because my videos being stacked closer together means less people will watch the first one, and so then it messes with the algorithm, and it just kind of gets a little, becomes a little much. All right, let's transfer some of these. The baddie plorts are full. I need to get like a market link at this point, which I can make, but it's going to cost like all the rest of our resources. The ones that we need for all the decorations. They really do make you choose. I think that if there's one thing that I think the game needs, it is, I think like I mentioned last time, like extractors or something that will allow you to get more of the basic resources. Because in the previous game, you could get, let's think, you do one high-level extractor, like the max one, and I think you get 12 resources each cycle, which is like once a day or maybe even twice a day. I think it's twice a day. And you can have up to 6 of each type. So, roughly 18 times, what else did I say? 12? Whatever that number is, that's how many resources that you would get each day. Which, maybe that is how much spawns each day in this, but it is far more difficult to like go around and grab them. So, I've mentioned that I love going around and grabbing the resources, and I do. And so maybe something where like you buy an upgrade for your backpack that extracts more resources each time. There, that's the solution. That's the solution. An upgrade for the backpack that makes it so that you get more chunks off of each science bit, So like maybe when you pick up a jellystone, it's worth 2 jellystones. That kind of thing. Yeah. That's what I need. That's what I need in this game. That's what I need in my life. Let's do it. All right, we're going to take a bunch of these over to sell at least. The baddie plorts are the ones that are going to build up because we had 2 baddies for quite a while, so we've been building up the baddie plorts in our refinery for a significant amount of time. All right, how are we doing on yours? I think we got... Oh, no, we got more y'alls. These guys, also a little slower because I'm not feeding them a favorite food. It happens. Forgive me if I don't want to grow a bunch more chickens. I could grow a bunch of stony hens, like out here. Just put like some roostros and stony hens in this cave. But, I mean, we all know how that'll end up. Okay, let's throw these away. Actually, I just hit my caps lock button. Don't know what that was about. Okay, and then I guess I'll take y'all out and we'll see the new Gordo. And along the way, I'm going to be thinking about where to put another Gordo. I don't think we've put any out in the Starlight Strand, have I? So maybe we'll find a place for one out there. Are there any Gordos that I really want that we haven't gotten yet? We've got a bunny. We've got a butterfly. We've got a crystal rock and baddie. Yep, the hop and the pink. We got a hunter. Oh, how do you get a ringtail? They don't have a favorite. How do you get a ringtail? Or is it just a low chance with like any food? Gosh, I didn't think about that. Okay, anyway. Well, one that does make a lot of sense to put out here is a honey. And we do have mint mangoes growing. I know I just picked them all up, but we got them. I deleted one of these plots. I haven't used it for anything yet. Oh yeah, that's right. We do have more. Hello, old man. From downtown. Yep. I don't know what we want to do with it yet, but I decided to go ahead and put it here just cause. Let's sell these baddie plorts. You can see that the baddie plorts are almost like they're getting pretty close to being the least valuable, and that's 100% because of how many of them I've been selling. All right. Looks like we have another message. Let's go check it out. Mochi, hello. We're lucky because you're giving me a gift. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Victor. Didn't mean to call you. It was a butt dial. Okay. Grab a couple more, y'all. Yeah, I love having this, where I've, like, built up this, like, backlog of food for them, because I know that as I stay out longer, I've got time, essentially. Okay, so let's go meet the new Gordo, and then I will go find a place for this honey Gordo. I'm trying to think, where do I want to put one? We could also get a boom Gordo somewhere. Trying to think about that. Oh man, I can't wait until we get more slimes, because you know we're getting more slimes in the new updates. Ugh, I'm just thinking about it. Like, we have no idea what's coming. We have no idea what's coming. Okay, let's go check out the Gordos. Just kind of looking around, just trying to think. There's some lava dust. I don't know if stuff respawned or if I just missed this last time. I haven't been, like, really paying too much attention to things like, you know, lava dust or radiant ore or whatever. We get a lot of it and we use very little. Later on, I will likely need a bunch of it, but I'm not, like, focused on it. I'm not hunting it down, I guess. So I may have just missed that before. Now, here is a good spot that I never check. There are usually a couple of spouts of oil in this, like, little valley area. They can go, like, all the way out to there or up here. But I've seen a lot around here, so it's always good for me to, like, kind of do a double check in this area. Oh, let's go ahead and grab this guy. All right. Get up here. I'm getting better at knowing, like, when I can hop off of stuff and then go higher. It's a good skill to learn in this game, because it lets you travel a lot faster. Okay, we got Rocky. Y'all know about Dwayne the Rock Gordo. Oh, cool! We got some primordial oil, the stuff that I need the most. Except for Jellystone. Alright, we got Captain... One of y'all suggested Captain Ember. Oh, just those ringtails? I think maybe Captain Rainbow. Or... I don't know. There'll probably be some kind of rainbow slime later, won't there? Won't there? There probably will. Oh, it'll be great. So Captain Ember's not bad. That's not bad. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. And then over here, got our awesome baddie Gordo. And I was thinking something like Baron von Batty. I know, right? It's a little on the nose with the vampire, but I like the whole, like, the Baron of the Caverns or something. I don't know. Y'all let me know. He lives right on the edge here. But no one can command the darkness like this baddie. Although there may be a phosphor slime who has something to say about that. I don't know. Okay. So that's our new Gordo. Isn't he cool? I'm going to look around a little bit for some more primordial oil real quick. Because there can be some that spawns up around here. Then we'll head back and we're going to head over to the rainbow... the Starlight Strand. And see if there's any cool place to put the put a Gordo out there. We'll also look for Buzzwax, obviously. You know, these are multi-goal missions here, you know. So I should draw a picture of Baron von Batty for the thumbnail. I'm telling myself this out loud right now because it's a good idea. Oh, you know what I'll do? Sorry, we're gonna come back up here again. I'm gonna take a screenshot of him because then I won't forget. Because I will look at the screenshots when I'm like, oh, what should I do for a thing? Oh, by the way, here's another thing I'm gonna do in some episodes. If I do the field of view out like this, I don't usually like doing this in games because I feel like it looks weird. Having like such a fisheye, but look how much more space that gives me for looking at like the Gordos. And so y'all know when I do my like narrative stuff, I like to like use the Gordos, right? And so being able to have that much space with my field of view, I'm so excited. It sounds like it's a silly thing, but let me tell you, for what I'm gonna do, so nice. Y'all let me know if that's something you would like to see regularly, like the larger view there, like look at it from then and then now. I prefer this, like the default, because you get kind of the more detail. You lose detail with farther you zoom out, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm actually curious what y'all think about that. Go back, just, you know, if you feel like it, go look at that again, compare to now, see, you know, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, cool. So, looking for more primordial oil. Trying to think, what have I been watching lately? Oh, I mean, you know, another thing that I watch, I've been watching since it came out, and I continue to watch, and I may continue to watch for forever, is more of the, excuse me, my voice, because it's, you know, I ate lunch. And that's what happens when you're older. I watch a lot of the WWE GM mode, which y'all know I did a video on it. If y'all want, I'd be down to do some more. I stopped that one back then. I think it was around, like, we just had a bunch of stuff pop up, because you'll see that, like, around when that one went out, I did, like, maybe 2 more videos, and then I was gone for a while. So it was just bad timing. But I'd be down to do some more. Actually, you know, I'll tell y'all my idea. I haven't talked to him yet, so no guarantees that this is something that would happen. But, and also, you know, this is just my idea. Don't go like, oh, you got to go do this. As I'm thinking that maybe I'll get Brian, the Brian J, to play some GM mode with me. Basically, I was thinking we could play it online. If not, I don't know if you can play it online through the game, but using Parsec, we could do it easily. And since it's not something that requires, like, any of the actual, like, playing, doing the fighting, instead it's just, like, the management components, right? Then I'm not worried about there being any kind of issues of, like, host bias or anything like that. And I think that'd be kind of neat. Let me know what y'all think. I've watched a whole bunch of series where people do this, where, like, basically there's 2 of you playing against each other. You have, you know, rival teams, and then you have, like, a specific amount of time to book your show, and then you compare your shows, right? And then you see who can win by the end of the season. And what I will say is I don't think Brian has played. So I would definitely have to give myself some kind of disadvantage. To be fair, you know, not saying that Brian won't be awesome at it, because I'm sure he'll kick my butt, because he's that kind of guy. He's just gonna kick my butt. But you know, I have a lot of experience with the game. I know a lot about it. So that's how it goes. Let me know down below what y'all think of that. I'm actually going to probably run that idea by Brian before this episode goes out, just to make sure he's okay with me saying it. But yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to do, and it would give me an excuse to play that more. And like I said, I've been watching a bunch. There's actually 2 series that I watch about. We'll go over here and get this primordial oil. About 2K 22 GM mode, and it is I watch. Oh wow, the puddle slimes are always out of control out here. I watch the Up Up Down Down series with Tyler Breeze and Xavier Woods, or otherwise known as Austin Creed, who are actual wrestlers, but also have the channel Up Up Down Down, where they do a lot of gaming, because they're also gamers. A lot of wrestlers are gamers, by the way. It's pretty rad. There's a lot of intersection there. A lot of wrestlers have their own Twitch channels, which is super cool. But yeah, so they play it, and it's really fun because, like, because they're actual wrestlers, you know, they can kind of have, you know, some extra knowledge that they throw in there, and some, like, more, like, deep rivalry type stuff. And then every now and then they'll get other wrestlers to come in, like wrestlers that are on their rosters, and be like, oh, look, you're in this match, you better win it, you know, that kind of thing, which is just super neat. It's something that's, like, next level that no one else could do, right? You have to be a wrestler to be able to have those wrestlers come in. They've actually done a thing that's awesome, where they get wrestlers to, like, do, like, videotaped promos as their characters. So, like, you know, they'll be like, let's say there's John Cena. This one hasn't happened because John Cena is so huge, but this is an example. It's like he'd be using John Cena in a title match, and, you know, be like, oh, John Cena's going to call out The Undertaker. That's what's going to happen. And then it would cut to a video literally of John Cena that he just made for this video calling out The Undertaker, you know? That kind of cool stuff. So it's just next level what they're able to do because they're actual wrestlers. And then the other series I watch is by the people over at Parts Fun Known, which is also affiliated with Noel Rold's Bard, which I've talked about at length over here, I think. And they do a series, and what's neat is, you know, they are from, maybe it's on Wrestle Talk. I'm not sure. There's 3 channels that are all interlinked, and it's Wrestle Talk, Parts Fun Known, and No World's Bard. It's on one of those. I think it's on Parts Fun Known. And it is a series where they are wrestling journalists, quote unquote. You know, on the internet nowadays, journalist is like a bad word. And so they know a lot about wrestling, and so then they do their version of the game, and it's also really great because they have all this knowledge and stuff, but also just because of how, like, if you watch them across other things, you have all the memes and whatnot that like flow into it. So it's a lot of fun. So if you are at all interested in those games, I would strongly suggest checking those out. Another person who did it, I don't know if they've kept up with it. I actually need to go check back on him now that I think about it, is Omega Luke. I know Omega Luke has a pretty big channel. I think it's related to sports. I'm not positive, but has also a gaming channel. And on that channel, he plays a lot of like Football Manager and stuff, but he also did a pretty good series on GM mode. I haven't checked back in a while to see if he's done more, but it's definitely a good series. It's a good series. So anyway, I like GM mode. I watch it a lot, and those are good examples of it. Okay, we are going to go out to try and find new territory for a honey Gordo. Like, there are some places that I can already think of where it should go, but like, they're so crowded. Because like, it would make sense to put this guy, hold on, this way. Yeah. There's tars around, but I'm running. Whoop. Over here, right? Because down here is where there's usually like the most honeycombs, I think. Or there's usually a lot, at least. But this place is so chaotic. Like, did I make 2 water cannons? Because if I did, one of them needs to go there. Let's see. I did not. That wouldn't be a terrible spot. Like a honey overlooking this place. I think a phosphor should go up there. I think that would be good up there. Are there any Q-berries around? I feel like a nightlight, you know, looking over this would be really neat. And there are phosphors around. Okay, let's see. Is there anywhere else around here that looks like it would make a good spot? There could be a honey guard here before this danger spot. That's pretty neat. I like those rock phosphors. I know that they're in the other game. Oh, no, no. Wait, are these phosphors? Yeah, they're phosphors. They're phosphors. Huh. Hooah. Okay. So, could go there. Is it raining? No, it's just foggy. Where else do we have spots? Because, you know, you don't want to put them in a silly spot. Want to give them pride of place. I mean, obviously, we could end up putting down a ton of Gordos. I don't hate the idea of having, like, a city of Gordos, you know? Are there any spots in here? There really don't seem to be. That's too bad. Interesting. I feel like I knew this. I feel like I've checked in here before. But this would be such a good spot to put Gordos, right? This really neat, like, waterfall area. You could have them, like, up all over here. Oh, I wish. I wish. Give me some spots in here. This is a great spot. I think we've talked about this one. Someone overlooking this way. Someone with some, like, eagle eye vision. Don't know who we could think of for that. Which slime? I really want to know how I can force a ringtail slime. For sure I want to, because I do think that ringtails as Gordos could be really cool. Especially with them turning to stone half the time. Okay. Looking around. You know, I don't hate this spot. It's another one of those like looking down spots. Okay. I think that green now. Well, I think that this is front. It's always hard to tell, but I placed it down and it was looking at me there, and then I just moved it to the right. So I think that's the front. Okay. And then if I can find, I did put food in it, right? Yes. If I can find, yay, Q berries, cool. Awesome, 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 awesome. 100% we're gonna go for a phosphor largo. Will it? It'll work outside, right? I'm curious. I think, well, in my previous game, I think I put him inside of a cave for thematic reasons. We're gonna try it. I am actually really interested to know if a phosphor Gordo can survive the daylight. It's a really interesting question that I had not thought about. Okay, so then we have... I already went through here, right? We did a little buzzwax run earlier. Or did I not? When did I start? I've been playing for so long today, I don't know when my free time began and this time ended. Dude, whoa. Saw some over there. Okay. So if there's some there, there's probably some all around. So we'll do a little buzzwax run for a little bit here. I think buzzwax, the one I have the most of is buzzwax, I believe. So it's the least necessary for me to hunt down. So maybe we will just go home for right now. Because it was really primordial oil that I think I needed the most of. And jellystone. So we can just let stuff regenerate. Like I said, I would love something so that we could generate more resources. Just because it means we could, you know, for me, decorate more. You know, that's what I want. I want to be able to decorate a ton of stuff. And, you know, it's just like any survival type game where you're trying to gather resources to do things. You know, sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. Okay. So that's cool. So we will, after we do our decorating here, because that's what we're going to move to doing right now, we'll go to bed, and we will check on those Gordos in the morning, because if they don't work, I can then, next time I'm running around doing my things on my own, because I am going to try and do that some more in between this episode and the next one. Wow, so many of them. So I can do it during that, you know, right? Like, basically, as long as we try now, then I can go ahead and kind of, you know, fix it, we'll say. In post. Okay. Yeah, they're good. They're good on food, I'd say. Just doing this because since we know we're going to go to sleep at some point, I like to make sure that they're going to be able to eat. I hate having to run around when they're angry because then, you know, sometimes they cause problems. But we're catching up here. What I'm really looking forward to, you know, I said earlier about like new slimes. I'm also just looking forward to some of the old slimes coming back. Like, I really want to see rad slimes. I really want to see the 3 glass desert slimes. Like, please give me some mosaics, you know? Could you imagine mosaic butterflies? Think about it. Rainbow wings. Glass butterfly. Cutest thing in the world, right? Oh, it'd be wonderful. Okay, they have been fed. They've been dealt with. I'm not going to so much worry about messing with their plorts right now. Okay, so here's where I want to decorate. And I did make a bunch of these trees and whatnot, so I think we'll be able to do some cool stuff. Let me just make sure these guys have their full... Oh, whoops. Yeah, there we go. We'll fill this one up with these, and then we'll fill the other one up, and then we're good. And so I'll have to look at what exactly I do have. Okay. All right. We'll quickly check. Oh yeah, see their feeder ran out. Or maybe I didn't give them a feeder last time. Okay. So up here, we've got almost every slot full. Let's look through here. Okay, so these amber cypresses. Let's see what that looks like. I don't hate it. I don't hate that. I think it actually does kind of achieve what I'd wanted before, which is like that balance. This weird tree on the end here, I don't know if it belongs. Actually, you know what? Oh, I have an idea. We're gonna have an area that has all like the twisted trees and like the burnt away ones. So it kind of looks like, you know, there's a transition up in here. Oh, okay. Okay. So, bad tweez. I put them up here, but just like, oh. Did I just put something down? It sounded like I did, but I don't see anything down. Whee! Oh, nope. There's the skills, y'all. Okay, let's get another one of these guys up here. We'll turn it this way. So... And I didn't put that guy there, did I? No. So, you know, we've got a little bit more, like, broken stuff. Let's turn this guy. Actually, you know what? No, we will replace this one with this guy. Nope. I do that so much. How many times will Price place the Emerald Cypress? Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's so distracted. Okay, pick that up. Then we wanted to put down this bush, I think. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Okay. So then, right here, we'll put this tree. Okay. What else we got? For right now... And then here's where we transition into the coral. So it's not a bad idea to have that there. I think it also fits this kind of desiccated idea. Let's put some of those pebbles down here. Right? Just like little details, right? Little details even are awesome. Because it's like, look, it doesn't change drastically what this place looks like. But it also does just add that little extra bit of flavor, right? I dig it. I dig the decorating, even though it's like not like some massive impact, you know? Let's do this cluster. Let's do these. Nope. Can never get away with it. Let's put down some of these guys. Okay, so now we have this nice kind of lush foresty stuff going on. I love these brownish, yellowish trees. They're very cool. Let's put down... Ah! Every time I thought I clicked it. I go too quickly for it, I think. Because right here, I almost want to put... I almost want to put these guys. So it's like you come in and then it's almost like, you know, it blocks you out. And so you go around and it's like dun, 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 like it reveals. Though, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we put... What else have we got? Got these little flowers. What do those look like? That's not bad. I'd like to get some more of those to place around. Flowers are nice. Yeah. And then I would love some other kinds of decorations to put down that are like old machinery and stuff. Like I feel like the last one, and we'll probably eventually get stuff like that, you know? Nah, I don't like that there. But I would want this big tree elsewhere. It's too tall. Too tall. Every time this flipping guy over here. My goodness. Doesn't know a tree from his rear end. Okay. rock makes sense here because it's in front of other rocks. Okay, I'm cool with that. Anything around these guys at the moment? I'd love some more flowers, but we'll do some of this ambergrass. Okay, cool. The ambergrass gets like this little wheat in it. So that's neat. I didn't notice before until last episode when I was like putting down this stuff, and then you see that it actually has like the different flowers in it and stuff. That's just pretty neat. I like that, honestly. It's subtle. Okay, I do need to get some more things to decorate with. Actually, no. Not that one. Well, I clicked it! I clicked that one, right? Didn't I? It's fine. Okay. It's cool. Oh, yeah, I like that there. I like that there a lot. See, there's a certain level of balance with, like, these trees, that tree, these trees. I don't know. I think there's something there. So then down here needs to be something smaller. Maybe this guy? Okay. We can put more grass here. Yeah. I would like more of those poppies. So we'll see if I can't make some of those. What are they called? Ochre poppies. So if I get those, I will replace a lot of this stuff with flowers. Probably that guy and that guy. Like this whole pathway, I'll put flowers along it. Maybe that guy too. Just because I think it's pretty. Okay, cool. That was a lot there. Oh, you know what? Let's go over to the beach. I think I have some beachy things. Not positive. But, you know, they always give you gifts, so it's like you get all these free decorations without really remembering. Okay, what's this place called? The Tide Pools. All right, I got to remember the names of these places. The Tide Pools, the Gully, the Den, and the Archway. The Tide Pools, the Gully, the Den, and the Archway. Okay, okay. We'll read about that one some more. We'll read those entries at some point a little more thoroughly. You know, I talked about let's go a little lore focused on this maybe at some point. Okay. I know it's a coastal rock and I put it in there, but I think, you know, it fits elsewhere. Okay, we've already put down those guys. I thought I had more of the coral columns, but I guess we don't have those yet. So we got a couple mushrooms and stuff to put inside the cave. We can put this guy on our lawn out on the beach. And then we got a lot of these root arches, which to me, it's like, what do I need them for? Like, come on. I almost feel like I'll put them out in the wild near the tree. Just because, like, it's a lot of them. Mochi, what's with you in the root arches? Okay. I do wonder if there is a master snare. Well, you know, stuff just happens every now and then. They'll give you stuff. It's weird. I wonder if there's something I need to do to trigger it, you know? My goodness, how are y'all growing outside of this? You. That's right, you guys don't get affected by it. My goodness. My goodness. Y'all. See, this is why. They got out, and they're breeding out here, causing all kinds of ruckus. Get out of here. Come on. I see you out there, Sea-Hen. I see you. Get it? I see you, Sea-Hen. Come here. You too. Okay. Let's look at what we can build. Because like I said, if I can build some of those flowers, then we'll place some of those. Okay. Deco. Gosh, there's so much stuff we can make. Oh, I love it. See, that's the thing. It's like, if I had the resources, if I had the means, I would make so much of everything. Okay. Ochre poppies we can make a good amount of. Heck yeah. Okay, I got 5 of them. Nice. Amber grass. I used a lot of buzzwax. That's fine. A lot of different rocks. So there are a lot of rocks that we could place maybe for the ancient ruins area. Good lava things. See, I want more stuff like the trellises, where like we have something that's like, you know, a crafted item. A table, a chair, you know, something like that. Ooh, stalagmites and stalactites. I dig. Let's make one of those, one of those. Is this a large one? Tall. Let's make a tall. Okay. Y'all know I love me some cypress clusters. Let's get some more of these guys, though. Large pink bonsai. Little blue one. Where am I putting all this blue stuff? They give me blue, the azure stuff, but I don't fully know where to put it compared to the other things. Okay. Root tangles, root arches, too many roots. Okay. The jellystone now has reached its limit. That's right, these guys only cost this stuff, which is no big deal, you know? Get one more of those. Oh, I can make a ton of this azure grass. Rainbow grass would be nice. Okay. Cinder blossoms ain't bad. Magma clubs are cool. Can't make that. Can't make that. Why not? A couple of those. Okay. We made some stuff. We can definitely go in the cave and do some decorating there. And then, yeah, we will end the episode after decorating and then after going to sleep and going and checking and see if we got those Gordos. At least one, if not none. I might want to preemptively take a bunch of food with me just to pop them. Although, I guess that's not such a big deal because I'm still going to have to go buy more buy more snares and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's feed y'all real quick. Let's look around. So so these guys we put down, but I think they're almost placeholder-y. We're going to pick you up. We're going to put down, let's see what this one's like. Okay, I dig it. It's small. It's subtle. What about you? Okay, okay. I get it. The cave pillar doesn't fully make sense to me, I'll be honest. Like, because it doesn't go up to the roof. You know what I mean? Like, it's a busted one. But I can't even quite get to the top. Dang. What about over here? Pick up. What about the tall shroom? Okay, it's not that tall. But I can use it to jump up like on stuff like this, which makes it easier for me to jump up to this guy up here, which is always neat. Oh, these guys are so cute. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of him because maybe I'll do a screenshot of one of these guys someday. Or, a thumbnail. It's like not a bad idea. They're so flippin' cute. Maybe this episode I did that instead. And so when earlier I said I was going to do the Gordo, you're like, Bryce, you didn't do the Gordo. Now you know why, because that guy's cute. What else we got? Lava clump. Yeah, I dig that. Oh, we do have a boom Gordo. See? I was silly. But we don't have one in the wild. Like, we're going to have multiples of all of them. Okay, we'll just do this. Nah! That doesn't belong here. Although you could totally do that where you, like, everything is, like, all mixed and matched. Which actually would be, like, good evidence of things are getting weird, you know? These lava pots are hilarious. They look like something out of Zelda. Not just that you would, like, break the pot, but that, like, you know, it would legitimately be in some, like, village. Okay, I'll put down one of those. This is very lava-y area. It's silly, but it is, as in it exists. Let's do this. We're gonna swap you guys out. I like the idea of the smaller pillar right here. Oh my goodness, I did it again. At this point, Emerald Cypress Tree. That's a meme, if I ever heard one. Okay. And then you... I was going to see if we want to make it another magma pool. So then it's like, okay, this was deliberate. Like, look at this. We made all these magma pools for a reason, for magma reasons. For these guys, because it's even hotter than it normally would be. There we go. That's a thing. Okay. Let's quickly fill their thing back up. And I'll quickly look through, like, see what else do I have to put in here. But yeah, that was just an idea that just popped up, right? Of could 100% do a thing where once all the decorations get like they can get all mismatched or something, and like that would be evidence of something going on in the world. Ideas. All right, in front of these guys, what if we actually... what if we put a whole bunch of emerald cypress trees? Let's put some grass. Yeah, so this is like, oh, okay, we're getting to outside. You know? Right, like... I don't know, we could say like some kind of light gets it in here. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Like, yeah, we could say, like, as you're getting over here, you actually, like, have some stuff coming through. You got these trees that can grow out of the rocks, you know? We got some stuff going on. And then there's no space in any of these corridors, which is unfortunate, because I do think having some spots in the corners would be neat. And then we got space out here. Ooh. That's a lot of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a great Council of Gordos area, also because it's hidden. I'm not going to put anything here for now because part of me thinks that that's a really good idea. Okay, you know what? We will put something here, like to remind me that I had this idea, because it'll work. It's going to be something that doesn't belong here. Oops. Scroll. Lava pool. That does not belong here. But if you come out here and I see this, I'll be like, why is this here? Oh, yeah. Gordos. Okay, cool. Well, let's head back upstairs. I say upstairs, I'm already there. We're going to head up to the conservatory. I'm going to throw these. Actually, I can throw them right in here. Boop, 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 boop. Going to head back up to the conservatory. We're going to sleep a full day. So not just until morning, but I'm going to go morning to night to morning. And then we'll go check. Sleep until morning. Sleep until night. Sleep until morning. So that's how you can guarantee that you cycled a day. These guys should all be fed because I filled up all their feeders. What you got for me? Ogden! Let's see. Okay, it wasn't anything. I thought it was like a different thing he was saying, but it wasn't. All right, let's go check on those Gordos. And that's going to be probably where we end it for today, because we are coming up on our hour. And Chrissy will be getting home from work soon, so, you know, gotta spend some time together. Where did I put them? Oh, this way. Yes. Okay. We got our honey Gordo. And we got our phosphor. And he's here. He is alive. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, y'all. Well, our little world of Slime Rancher has just gotten upgraded quite a bit. And I think, like I said, going forward, I am planning on doing more of this. Where I spend some time offline gathering resources, and then we come back and then we have a lot more to deal with, to play with. Just kind of have this be a little bit more of just designy time rather than grindy time. Because I also think that me getting so much together is more than I would ever get, and we would just be doing it one piece at a time. Whereas this, we kind of get these little jumps. Awesome. All right. Thinking names for these guys. Look at how good that reflection looks, and I'm only on medium quality. So, yeah, think of some names for these guys. But beyond that, y'all, I hope y'all have enjoyed. If you did, of course, please leave a like on the video. Comment down below, because that really helps with the algorithm. Let's see. What should our special comment of the day be? The Gordos grows. That's it. Just the Gordos grows. I know that doesn't make grammatical sense, but that's why it's a funny comment. There you go. Oh, man, I'm silly sometimes. Beyond that, if you're not subscribed and you enjoy this content, please do subscribe so I can show up in your feed more often, and you can check out my videos because that really helps. Also, if you could go watch another one of my videos, that would be incredibly helpful. It helps the channel quite a bit, and that tells YouTube that, hey, people like you want to see my videos a lot. So if you could do that, that would be wonderful. But most importantly, beyond all of that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Price, and I will see y'all next time. Whee!